Sure. Okay, here we are. Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome to Heart of a Hobbit today on this ridiculously warm day. We've had the house closed up all day and all night, so it is actually temperate in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair up because I think I'm gonna want that up. All right. So, welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the Lotro Twitch stream. And I am your host, Little Redhead. I'll be taking you around the world of Middle Earth while we're running around trying to stay cool today. So yeah, I've got a fan on me over here, so I'm like, my clothes are billowing. It's entertainment. I've got my camera set up so that you can see the cat bed because she has been coming down and laying next to me a lot recently. So, what? Do you want to go wake her or go interact with her? Yeah. So a lot of times what happens if you interact with the cat, she decides that she wants to be somewhere else. So he's going to go up and interact with her. Actually, it's really funny. She's been following me around lately, which is really super cute. So when I get up in the morning, if she sees me, she'll get up or whatever, and I'll pet her. And then she follows me downstairs, which is really cute. And then at night, well, throughout the day, she'll come down and she'll be like coming around for getting pets and stuff. And then we've just set this here, and she's been enjoying being there. She's been actually getting in my lap lately, which is great, except for when I want to move, which is often. So she and I have now got a compromise where she's got her bed next to me, and she seems to really like that, actually. So she'll like jump up on here and then climb into there, or, oh, somebody's getting carried. Oh, hi, baby. You might see her run by in the background. Hello. Well, if she does want out, though, let her out, of course. Yeah, all right, we'll see if she comes over here in a minute. Thank you. Yeah, she's over there grooming herself, like the indignity of it all. Oh my goodness.
Pretty good until we got to the bottom of the stairs.
That's awesome. So he's saying she did really well until we got to the bottom of the stairs, and then she got a little squirmy. A little bit going on. I was kind of hoping that Casper would come downstairs too, because it's a little warmer upstairs, but he's probably just sleeping in the closet. I just want to make sure he, gets water and that sort of thing. So, all right, so we are going to do, so we're on the server Anor. Oh, I meant to fix something. Here, hang on just a second. Can I adjust that? Yes, I can. Let me see if that makes a difference. Well, that's a bit too much now, isn't it? Trying to fix it was, there we go. I realized last week it wasn't centered. My apologies. There we go. It's like, Anyway, so the server Anor, it's a legendary server, which means you have to be a subscriber of some sort or have a lifetime subscription. All of that counts. And it's just like a regular server in the sense that, you can run around the various areas, but it's usually some sort of a progression. So it starts off with like the first area that was available when the game first opened up. So all of Eriador, and then it moves on from there. So let me pull up like Eriador. There we go. So when the game first begins, you have all of this area to begin with. And then you go into the Gates of Moria. And so you're going into the area of Moria, so you spend all that time underground. And then the next expansion after that takes you out into Mirkwood, and you're trying to deal with some possible things that are happening there with the Necromancer, who is, as we know, Sauron. And then after that, so you slowly work your way around, into Gondor, through Rohan, into Gondor, and make your way over towards Mordor over time. So the progression server here, Anor, I think they've gotten through almost everything, but they made the announcement, SSG made the announcement that Anor will be closing at the end of August. So so we are going through and trying to pick up various things that you can only get on Anor right now before it closes. So one of the things you can do, she's still grooming. She still feels very indignified. Hey? Well, she won't even look at me right now. She's like, I'm busy. So one of the things you can do on a legendary server, which right now technically it would be Anor, Shadowfax, and Treebeard. Those are the 3 legendary servers that exist. Is you'll find in Angmar, you'll find one of these Quartermasters. That's a legendary of that area rewards guy. So here you've got the Quartermaster for Moria. There's one in Angmar, in East Angmar. Moria, East Angmar, Moria, Mirkwood. There's one in Mirkwood, and there's one for Isengard, but the Isengard one's not the same. So those other 3 are the ones we're focusing on because, excuse me, what you could do is you can repeat this mega quest that I have, and I'll show you that in a second. And once you finish that mega quest, you get 5 of these tokens. And so with the guy here in Moria, I can buy one of these 5 things from him. Those are the 5 things he has available for purchase with the tokens. So the title writ I already got, which gave me a title, Legend of Moria. So that is, I can't remember if that's character specific or if that was everybody. Might be just character specific. The title writ. I don't remember if that's like character specific or all of the
character, but the deeds tend to give account-wide.
Yeah, okay, there you go. If you complete a deed, those deeds tend to be account-wide rewards. There might be a deed for using that writ, which might have given me then an account-wide title. That's what it is. Okay, the Moria Rambler frame, that is character specific. And I don't know, you're wearing, oh no, you're wearing a Helm's Deep frame, aren't you? That's nice. We went and did some Helm's Deep stuff. The Cloak of the Watcher, which is the same as the one you can get in the game, but this is without a hood. The hooded one is the one you can get in the game. So this would be like if you wanted the Cloak of the Watcher, but without a hood. I don't feel strongly about that, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But what I'm really here for is Stone Troll II and the Laden Butcher's Table. So those were things that were only available during an event called the Bounder's Bounty event. And, okay, we should do that then. Getting some ideas in the background here. After the Bounder's Bounty event, these housing items were no longer available. But then when they opened the legendary servers, they made them available for, you could earn them with these tokens here. So that's what we're working on. So let me close that. So what I am currently working on, so there's my legendary Mirkwood, there's my legendary Moria, and Angmar is just in Angmar. It's a odd man out here. So for example, legendary Moria, there's this like laundry list of things I could do. And if I complete 12 of them, there are quests and instances to aid those in Moria. And if I do that, I get 5 of those legendary coins in Moria. So I'm on the basic one, Legendary Moria, Vanquishing the Deep, because things are deep down here, so we're vanquishing. It doesn't tell you how many you've already done, but you can go to the wiki and see the full list, and you can kind of like subtract and see how many you have left, or how many are missing from that list. So, we're expecting a delivery today. I'm wondering if he just heard it, which is funny. I didn't even hear it. Okay, so so that's what we're working on. And now, when you finish these legendary wrappers, sweet. It then automatically unlocks and bestows upon you the advanced version of that. So Legendary Moria, Vanishing the Deep, Advanced. And that one has a timer. It resets, I think, on Saturday or Sunday morning at like 3 a.m. So if you're working on that, you'll want to try and finish that up, or just like, abandon all hope kind of thing. It's your option there. Okay, so we are one instance short of finishing a deed. So I hear we might be going to do something of that sort. And is that in Legendary Mirkwood? Yay! I don't feel strongly. We're getting parts to make a new computer. Actually, 2 computers, one for each of us. Return to Durndingle. Oh, okay. This has nothing to do with what I was just discussing. Cool. It's okay. Where is my Durndingle? Here it is. Where is that Durndingle? Hey. Hey, Cato. How's it going? You gonna come up here? She's thinking about it. Yeah, come on over. Okay. She's thinking about it, so we'll probably get a cat on stream at some point. So we put this bed here, and I have an IKEA doll bed that I got for the cats. I got 2 of them because we have 2 cats now. And she totally ignored it for a long time. And then I put stuff on it, and then she wanted to sit on it. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Cat thing. And now that this is here and she's enjoying this, now she's sitting on the other one where I can't. And I don't see her as much, so that's really funny. Which one? What did you choose?
You like the forest.
I'm sorry, what?
You like the forest because you don't get lost.
Deer and Feral? Oh, okay. Oh, we're doing a resource instance? Okay. Oh, we're working on reputation with these folks. So, sorry, I thought that was something, what you said, I thought it was related to like Legendary Mirkwood. Totally not related to Legendary Mirkwood. So we have been, okay, this is a complete side thing. Yes, so we're in Ents of Fangorn. And I'm in Durenfingal, and it is clear that I'm not alone. As you can see, there are bears. Oh, you know what? I think I should double check my settings. I think I'm on low settings. Well, we're gonna double check that. Yep, I'm on very low.
Overheating computer too.
Is my computer overheating?
Yeah, it's just hot. You'll know if it overheats.
Yeah, I think it overheated like a day or 2 ago because like it just stopped. It like everything shut down. Like, well, that's exciting. But it was really hot to the touch. Like you open it up and it was just like, ow, like I don't want to touch that. So there could have been something going on there. All right, so we're gonna put on some fire oil so I can hopefully get this. So this is, once you become to the point in the storyline in Lord of the Rings Online where you are, there's a point where you get to start interacting with the Ents. This is after they've been mad at Saruman for being a turkey. Oh, nice. I got 100 bears and boars in the west of Net. Anyway, so we are interacting with the Ents. They have already marched on Saruman, and he is trapped in his White Tower now. Well, not trapped. I mean, he's supposed to be. Yeah, spoilers there. But
Please just don't do that.
trees aren't great babysitters. So if you ever need a babysitter, maybe don't hire, like, you know, an ent to do that for you. Not a big fan of the race of man, but I think they're pretty decent babysitters. So there you go. There's your tip of the day. Ents blink and your baby's 18. No kidding, right? There's a bit of that. They are slow. Home, home. Oh, are you? Me too. Okay. Cool. Oh, I got knocked out. There we go. Okay, so anyway, so once you're interacting with the Ents out in Fangorn, there's a series of things you can do to earn reputation with them. And one of them is there's 3 instances, and this is one of them, where you'll notice there are a bunch of resources. So in this case, it's walnut branches, which is convenient because I am an explorer. Am I an explorer? Yes, I am. Because I collect branches and, oh, and heirloom tools. Branches and wood and ore. I can collect both wood and ore, which is definitely convenient. All right, so let me clear these. So I got some Lotro points for taking out a bunch of boars and bears. That's nice. I got the advanced to do, and I completed the basic. Yay. All right, so anyway, yeah, so the Ents went and did their thing, and now we can interact with them and earn some reputation with them and stuff. So, okay, in this area, see, there's this gate, and I need to go through that gate because one of my objectives here is to defeat the leader of the enemies within this area. And the leader is in there, but I can't get in there because the gate is locked. Dum, bum, bum. So, oh, poor horsey. I gotta go find the leader, which conveniently is usually in the same place every time. And I'm a hunter, so I could look him up. That's true too. Oh, I thought I was getting the other bears. No bears. Only one. That's okay. We'll just do one bear at a time. Poof. I do enjoy being a hunter that can just go kapoof. So I'm trying to get to this sawmill building over here, but I don't really want to get swarmed by all these bears that are here. So I'm taking my time and making my way there. Hey, Arthur, how's it going? It says there are a few spawn points for the Lockmaster, and he doesn't spawn until you approach the gate. Yes, good point. That's true. He's not always in the thing. It's just the last couple days we've run it, he's always been in the thing. But that's true. He's not always in the building. I'll check for him in a second here, actually. But yes, Arthur points out that in this instance, the person that I'm trying to find who has the key doesn't actually show up until I go to the gate and find out I need the key, which was hilarious because I'd forgotten that. What did she do? Oh, hello. There she is. Hi. This is Cato, everybody. She's 8 years old or so. Could be 9 by now. We don't know when your birthday is. I'll have to see if there's more information in your paperwork. And she has recently gotten more and more friendly with us. Yes, you have. You're doing a great job. So yeah, so lately she's been climbing on my lap, and it's very sweet. But I get up and move around a lot, and so she and I have cross purposes there. So I've been trying to come up with a way for her to be able to be relaxed in my presence, but also not on my lap, because I'm going to take my lap with me from time to time. And not putting my legs to sleep, yeah, because eventually my legs do fall asleep. So yes, so now we have a bed next to me. Yeah, good job. Oh, look at you being so cute. Yes, you are. You're a cutie pie. There we go. Trying to keep the cats cool today also. So I'm glad she's down here. It is a bit warm upstairs and even warmer on the top floor. So we've actually closed the door to the tippy top floor so the cats can't go up there, because we really don't want them to go up there and overheat without realizing that they're overheating. Oh, whoops. I tracked creatures, and the guy I'm looking for is probably an orc. I made this mistake the other day. I tracked this Broadacre's calf because I'm like, hey, that's something that's different. It's like across the river. It's not actually part of this instance. So there's a funny thing you can do. So yeah, don't do that. I'm gonna grab these branches while I wait for my searching to to finish ticking there. Okay, so yeah, so the guy I'm looking for is probably an orc of some description. He is the Orc Key Warden. That's who I need. If you look at those goblin defilers, they're across the river. You don't want them. All right, so the guy I'm looking for is actually in this direction. Sometimes he's on the boat. That's true. I'd forgotten about that. There's a little river here, and there's a couple little boats on the river, and sometimes he's there. Yes, sir, not appearing in this resource instance until you go discover that you need him, and then he's like, what? Oh, you mean this key? Maybe I can help you with that. Maybe not. So I am collecting. I'm collecting kitty cats. I'm collecting heirloom tools, which are in these backpacks, but also sometimes the bears have picked them up, and so they drop them also. Are you getting a good sight of her on the stream? Yeah. We're like, we want to rotate it. But I think if I rotate it with her in it, she will jump up and run away. So we'll do that next time.
Yeah.
We'll just leave that for the next time. Oops, I just ran by with the guy I'm looking for. But there's branches over here. All right, let me grab the stuff that's over here, and then I'll go back. Look at that bear just chilling out over on by the building. He's like, yeah, whatever. Oh, I don't really want to go that way. I'll have to deal with that bear. I don't want to kill all the bears, just enough to thin the area. Oh, it's like way out here, this key warden. What you doing out there, buddy? He's having a picnic. I mean, it's a good day for it, right? Well, it's a good day for a picnic somewhere really, really cool, like good shade, lots of ice. Oh, that's a good reminder. I have a glass of ice water. I filled it with a bunch of ice right before we got started, and that's how much ice is left. Yeah. But I have the key, and I made some tea because I always make tea for my stream, but I tried to make it early so it could cool down a bit before I drink it, because I don't necessarily need hot tea today. And I know I really should be making some iced tea. I keep meaning to and then just not getting around to it. You know, I should look up how to make sun tea. Oh, I don't think I have a container to do it in. I remember like my stepmom used to make iced tea a lot. I mean, she probably still does. They live in South Carolina, and it's hot there too, so I bet they do still make sun tea. But she would take like a big jar, like a glass jar, and put tea bags in it, and then put it out in the sun. Let it sit in the sun for like 4 hours or something, 8 hours. I don't remember. That was a clever way to use the sun to make your tea. But I don't think I have a container that would work for that. I have a plastic container that might work. But I don't know if I want to have a plastic container sitting in the sun for 8 hours. Might melt it a little bit. It's not a container that's good for hot things, as it turns out. We discovered recently. There was hot beverage that was poured into it and it started to melt. So we won't be doing that again. But it's good for cold ingredients. It doesn't stand up on its own quite anymore, but if you put it in the fridge in the door, it stands up fine. Like it leans against other things, it's fine. See if I can grab these branches without alerting everybody. So that Carl Swan there, that's who I'm looking for. And I have found him, so we're gonna say hi. Oh, that was nice. Didn't expect to take him out in one shot. Sweet. There we go. All right. The Ents of Fangorn consider you a friend and are willing to trust you with more important endeavors. I have now the title Ent Friend, and that completed Legend of Fangorn, complete Volume 3, Book 14, The Waters of Isengard, and earned friend standing with the Ents of Fangorn, done it, on a legendary server, this place, because this deed is only for legendary servers. So now I have a title, Tree Whisperer. That's kind of cool. All right, so I have done all of the things that he wanted me to do here. Let me just double check. But yes, so I have found all the people. I've then found, apparently. Hang on, let me say hello to this bear. There's a horse back where I started that I can click on to leave. So if you find yourself like having to go back to find more heirloom tools or something as I did the other day, you can do that. But it is an instance, so I can just portrait exit, as in click on the portrait and click exit and go. You are just, you're not gonna be able to turn the table very easily because the legs are intertwined with the other bed. What happened there? Why did my bed just move? Yeah, I know, right? What's going on? People moving your stuff. Seriously. What's with these humans and their moving of things around? Look at her ears. She's like, I know you're doing things over there. I have intertwined the other bed with this table where this bed is. There we go. All right, you done fussing? Okay, we'll find out. All right, well, thanks for being a good sport here, Cato. I appreciate that. All right, I'll try and let you get some sleep. All right, Crickbeam wants to talk to me. Let me talk to him. He was right. Saws and axes do not hurt small ones. Curious. I don't know what you're talking about. Which small ones? They hurt all sorts of small ones. So when you finish a quest for them, you get this bundle of Fangorn leaves, and when you open it, that's when it gives you some leaves. So I got 3 out of that bundle, I got 3 out of that bundle, and 3 out of the first bundle. So they're usually 3, but occasionally you'll get like 5, which is nice. Now, and then, who is it? Whom? Here, we zoom out so you can see everything. So he's got a bunch of quests. So what he has is he has 3 seed quests, and these are like friends of his that were, destroyed in some way with all the things that are happening. And so you could go plant seeds from those trees for him, which is very sweet. And then he'll have a couple of other things. There's 3 instances that you can do. Although, we must have already done Standgraph. That one's on a. Okay, that was earlier. Cool. And then, Geminstead, leader of the Vandals. That's another. So there's 3 resource instances you can do with him, and then there's the 3 seeds, and then there's usually a series of like this quieting west of Durndingle. This is a quest in the Fangorn category, and you can do 5 quests in that category each day. And then that finishes off, you get it's sort of like a wrapper. Arthur, does Gundabad Fateful Tool Kit work or the leaves? I don't know, because my Fateful Tool Kit is on my character on Treebeard, and Treebeard is not in Fangorn. We're not in Durndingle yet, because this is like a level, 95 area? Let me see, what were you there, Quickbeam? Hey, Q. Let's just see, Quieting West, what was that again? Yeah, it's a level 95 quest. So that's a couple years before we get there on Treebeard. So I don't know yet. Yeah, you'll have to try and let us know. I would be curious to find that out. Because it's supposed to be any landscape tokens that go into your wallet. And, I mean, these go into the wallet there. There's my Fangorn leaves, 212. So I'm hoping so, because the other thing is this guy where I get the cool stuff? Okay, he has a bunch of stuff there. He has a return skill, by the way. It's just you. There's no hunter travel guide to skill, unfortunately. But that is worth picking up. The return to Durndingle, it's a personal skill, and it's really useful. Where are the Ents? Are they with him? Oh yeah, here we go. So these are the things that we spent a lot of time grinding for on Evernight. We did, so there's 3 pet tomes. So there's the Fangorn horn, the snowy Fangorn horn, and the black horn with honeycombs. That one's so cute. And then there's also housing items that you can get for your yard. and they are huge. I mean, they're like massive in size, but they only take a yard slot. They don't take like a massive yard slot or a huge yard slot or anything like that. So there's the black horn with the honeycombs, there's the snowy one, and then there's the regular fangorn one, and it's the like big grumpy ones with the face. It's really cool. So we got those on Evernight. So and I put those in my house, hang on. But so the cool thing is when you're doing the seed quests with Quickbeam, and those are repeatable, those 3, you can only do one at a time. So you'll work on one, and he like sends you to a place to gather moss or whatever, and then you come back. And then he sends you to do a thing, and then you come back. And you do that like 5 times, and then that finishes that up. So it takes a few minutes. But one of the in the box of rewards that he gives you, it could be like 10 leaves, or it could be one of those 6 things. So you might get it just by doing the thing. Okay, so, but while I'm talking, let's go. You want me to take us to Moria?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take us to Moria.
Work on the legendary weapon.
Yeah, we didn't have to go to Moria to do it, do we?
Yeah.
Meh.
It's thematic.
It's thematic. Yes. Yes, as before says, we'll find out in about 18 months, maybe. I think it might be a little while before we find out about the Fateful Tool Kit. Excuse me. So, all right, so we're gonna do some Legendary Moria, which I have the quest. Legendary Moria, Vanquishing the Deep. There we go. So you'll notice there's a whole bunch of things here, you know, Philicool, Filgashan, Scumful, Forgotten Treasury, Water Halls, Mirror Halls, Water Wheels. Those are 3-person instances. Library, school, and then there's like 5 resource instances at the end that you can choose to do also, which is really funny because the resource instances, you find them in the landscape here in Moria, and there's like 2, they're in packs of 2 together. So it's really funny that one of them doesn't count. So these 2 count, these 2 count, and of these 2, this one counts, but this one doesn't. It's like, okay. So, okay, so we're gonna do the mirror halls, which we can do with 2 people. It's not too hard. Especially when I've got like little Minnie there. Screamy Minnie. It is a 3-person instance, so with 2 of us, it's not so bad. It's not too bad. Oh, I didn't check to see if Parmadeer was around. I wanted to join us. Do you want to see if she's about? Okay. Thank you for checking. Okay, so this is the first area. You come down. There's wolves and stuff. Now, if you hit them from above and they can't get to you, they will error out, and that can impact how. I think it can actually mess up the instance. So we try not to do that too much, even though I do like hitting them from above. I think he wants me to pull this lever. All right, I've pulled the lever. Cool, I got 10 ledger points. Okay, so title, do I want Tree Whisperer? That's pretty good. I think I'll make that active. You have earned the attention of the tree herders of Fangorn. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. All right, and the deed was Legend of Fangorn, which was complete that which we had done, the Waters of Isengard. And, oh, that got me 2,000 virtue experience and an account-wide title. Well, that's exciting. Let me turn that down a little bit. Sorry, y'all. Oh, he wants me to pull a lever. Oh, not that one. You gonna go get the box? Oh, okay. I'll go grab the box. And let's see. So, yep, my standing with the Ents of Fangorn has changed. We will roll for those things. I'm trying to get through up to level 50 on the legendary tracker. No, not that one. This one. Here on this server before I transfer off, because then I would have a Tome of Hobbit Dance 3 and I think I would send that to one of the servers where I have lots of hobbits. So probably Laurelin, because I do a lot of dancing on Laurelin. A lot of hobbity interaction. Hello, Hypatia. How are you today? We are doing Legendary Moria on the Legendary server Anor. We have been doing a lot of this on Treebeard because I wanted to get all the good stuff on Treebeard. It's legendary hot. No kidding, right? Yes, we have been doing a really good job so far of staying cool and keeping the house cool, but we are staying on the ground floor a lot. The top floor is quite warm. And we don't have like house-wide air conditioning. We have a room that has an air conditioning unit in it. That's our bedroom. But we hadn't actually turned it on yet. We should check it and make sure it works. Probably should run it every so often. So what we've been doing, because knowing that yesterday and today were going to be brutally hot, we did the thing where you leave the windows and everything open overnight and get that cool air in, and then you close it all up during the day. So cool thing is we have what are called rolluiken here in the Netherlands. I can't remember what the English word for it is, but basically, yeah, external metal shutters is what they are. They might have a single word for that in English. I haven't run across them very often in America though. But basically, yeah, they're metal shutters and they come down. So like you have your window and they come, they just roll down. That's because the roll outcome. And they're on the outside of the window. So it basically stops, the sun from even coming to the window. Because, when you've got like your curtains and stuff, that's great, but it's already come through the window into your house and you're trying to it's not going to bounce it back out, right? Like that'd be nice, but it doesn't. So, oops, I almost fell off. Sorry. I have to concentrate sometimes to not fall off these things. So anyway, so we have, Rolladin are the best, great during wintertime. Oh, it'd keep the heat in. That would make sense, yeah. So we're in the middle of a series of houses. We're in a row house. So we find that we've got a lot of really nice kind of like natural buffer from our houses on the side. So it doesn't get too hot, it doesn't get too cool in the house, which is like perfect. Very Goldilocks, right? Not too hot, not too cold, just right. But yes, we checked our phones and it's like 100 degrees outside right now in Fahrenheit. It's like 38 Celsius right now. It was crazy. And we're lucky. There's people who are having like 40-degree weather. Spain and Portugal are having like 45-degree weather. That's just, oh my gosh, it's really crazy. So, I mean, the fact that we're able to sit here on our computers and be able to do this is a little nuts. But, we're working it. We're making it work.
Almost 3 times.
Okay. Oh, did you put it on both stream and record? Okay. I guess I could check. Hang on, I'm going to check something. Yep. Okay, cool. I had stepped away and I left him in charge of my computer. It does seem like the kind of thing you would have done. Because we have a checklist that we follow. And we both follow the same checklist, so it would make sense that you would do it also. Yeah. Yeah, so we're really loving our shutters. It was really funny because I actually had a chiropractor appointment today, and I moved it to like earlier in the morning, just so I wouldn't be out in the heat. And they had also done that. They had contacted anybody with appointments later in the day and moved them to earlier in the day because it's not really safe to be out in that, if you don't need to be. So I was taking the bus there and back, and on the way back I noticed that like a lot of people also have their shutters down today. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, smart. It seems really weird because it's culturally The Dutch are very much about open windows, open curtains, just letting that air in, letting that light in. So it seems really weird, like we're in like a cave right now. It's really bizarre, like in the bedroom, because I don't have the lights on. We've got all the rolauken down on the windows, and it's like the whole floor is just dark, and it's like kind of throws off your sleep schedule a little bit too. Not that that was in a perfect state already. No,
that was it. That was the one thing.
That was the one thing that threw us off. That's it. We're not nothing else. That was it. Just that. We've had a terrible habit recently of staying up really late, so trying to shift that back a little bit and not stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning. Although, if you're gonna stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning, like, this is the day to do it, because this is when it'll cool down. It'd be nice. Oh yeah, so wintertime has been really nice in this house. Well, actually, our last house too, the apartment we lived in. Okay, cool. So winter's been nice here because, again, we've got people on both sides, so we've got that kind of natural insulation with that. But then also we have in-floor heating, and it is wonderful. Oh, you're gonna just drop down. Okay, I'll try and follow you down, see if that works. I can't watch falling. Nope, you get to revive me. Thank you. I don't know how he survives and I don't. I don't get it. But it's pretty funny. Here, I'll put the fast feet back on. That is too funny. Let's see. Oh, are they evil? No, they might be creatures of evil. I guess so. I just did a search to see if there was any more of them hanging out. They are ancient evil. Okay. Oh, anyway, so we have in-floor heating on this floor, and oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Like, come downstairs on like a cool day, and just pop down here, and I don't even put my socks on. Now we have like narrow Dutch stairs anyway, so wearing socks on the stairs, that's like advanced level. As one of our house guests unfortunately found out, she was it's just Ergoth, just the main one. She was carrying a bunch of things and wearing socks on our stairs, so she wasn't holding the railing or anything, I don't think, and went boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh my god. Thankfully, she was fine. Like, everything was fine. She didn't, permanently damage anything, but I felt bad. So I was like, yeah, don't wear socks on the stairs, please. That's definitely advanced level, because Dutch stairs are narrow. For anybody who's not familiar with that, so if you've ever seen, like, maybe you've seen pictures of the Anne Frank house, but they're, like your average American stairs, I don't know, like that deep maybe, and your average Dutch stairs probably more like that. And of course, it's often in some sort of a turn. It's not always a straight shot. So ours are like this. So you've got some very narrow piece at the beginning, and then it widens out to a little further. But yeah, so I come padding down the stairs in my bare feet, and then I touch our nice warm floor down here, and it's just like, so good. It's not like super warm, but I can feel it enough. I always worry that the bed's gonna fall. I'm worrying that the bed will fall off. It looks okay, yeah? Okay. Apparently it's fine. You're fine. She's got 9 lives. Yeah, but I don't want her to be like, well, I'm not getting up on that thing again. Okay, good. It just kind of has that like leaning back look to it. So, yay. But as you can see, she's gotten pretty comfortable with us, which is pretty awesome. And it's really cute at night. So she'll often wander around down here, and she'll wander by and get pets and stuff now. But she's starting to kind of like settle into where she likes to sleep on this floor while we're hanging out. So that's progress. And she will, around midnight or so, be like, kind of start like, okay, we're done down here. It's time to go. Yeah, you do. You kind of give me that look. You do. You give me a look when it says it's time to go to bed. don't you? Do you want some pets? You don't look very awake. Are you a little overwarm too? I came home and I took a nap, and I have that same look when I got up. Like, I don't think so. Is it open?
Yeah.
Oh, should we jump down? Oh, not yet. You're coming. Okay. Shall we jump down? Oh. First we have to interact with the cat. Oh, she's gonna go, honey. Yeah. What are you trying to do? You wanted it to be, we'll just, there we go. We'll just, is that, okay, before, I have moved it, so it's like the opening is here. Well, while she's out, now's the time to adjust it. It's great? Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna jump down here to this mirror where everything is super hot. So, hint to everybody now, don't go walking around on mirrors on a 100-degree day. Whoa, uh-oh. She has a knockback. There we go. I was worried that I was going to like, I was worried that I was going to get knocked off. So there's a ladder on the other side of this circle, and you can, by mistake, hit the ladder instead of getting the chest. You'd be sad. All right, I got everything, I think. And you'll notice that my legendary Moria quest has popped up on the screen. Hey, she's playing with the toy. I don't know if you can see that on screen. I tried to capture it on screen, but not quite. Okay. So we've got like a toy with little levels, and I put some treats and food on the top level, and then she reaches in for it and it can fall down to the next level, and so she has to try and pull it out or knock it down, and when she knock it down to the bottom, it comes out into this little tray and you can eat it from there. So you can hear that she's over there checking it out. We made sure that it's on B4's camera, so in a couple hours when he's streaming, if she's playing with it, then you'll be able to see her digging in it. It's really cute. It's funny because she's not quite certain. She like sometimes tries to pull it from below, and that doesn't work. Oh, we should probably open that door back for her in case she needs to go up to use the litter box. Because she's at the door. I will go up and deal with these lizards. Hey, lizards, how's it going? You are being dealt with. Well, hopefully she'll come back. We'll see. All right, I dealt with the original group of lizards, and I'm working my way to the next group of lizards. So this is the other 3-person instance from the Moria cluster. That's the, oh, never mind. I was about to hit them. So this is the water wheels. The last one was the mirror halls. Okay, so we come up here, we turn this wheel, and then we go back down. Oh wait, you just jump off of here. Yeah. Athel's got this a lot more memorized than I maybe do. So I usually just follow. So you took Tree Whisperer, I took Tree Whisperer. Wait, what did I take? Oh, we're both Tree Whisperers. Haha. Tree Whisperer. Hi. How's it going? Keep going down? Is that right? Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, it's really weird because I've gotten so used to playing a Hobbit over on Treebeard and almost everywhere else, really, that I'm active. So it's really weird to come back here and be playing an elf again. So weird. Especially not even a high elf. It was before I got into high elves. Wow, I almost just walked off the edge there. Okay, and then do we fall off somewhere here too? You want me to pull that lever? Okay. All right. Oh, right, and then we go down to this one. that opened up this bridge here, so we can go. Well, yeah, this is where at one point I shot the. So we're coming across here. We're trying to get this cave worm, this rock worm, and at one point I hit some of the lizards down there, and they tried to come at me, but they fell off the railing, and so we were stuck in combat with basically lizards that were like down that you can't get to, which was pretty funny. Okay, so I'm gonna go and pull this wheel. So this is where you end up splitting up in this instance a lot of times. So, because one person is gonna do this part, which opens up half of a, of one of those railing things. Okay, so I gotta do the wheel, and then I do the lever, and then I go down, right? Walk down, not fall. Okay, so now I walk down this scary flight of stairs till I get to here, and then you have to jump and not fall off here. I have jumped and fallen off there, so I can do both. And then you have one lizard. Not so bad. So now you'll see that this is halfway across, and so she's going around and going to get to that level or lever and pull it, so then I can go all the way across. I wonder if I can shoot that guy. It's behind there, but maybe once it comes around. That is a slow moving worm. But I can shoot him from here. Oh, now I can't. It's not my line of sight. Yeah. So Hypatia points out that thankfully the wiki tells you exactly where you go and which lever to pull. Yes. So handy, because this is a puzzle. This is absolutely a puzzle. And trying to figure it out, you know, can be fun if you're into that. I like puzzles. But this, it's a 3D puzzle, and it just does my head in. Like I said, I did make some tea, but I let it cool. Got my Deco de Mew mug. Pretty awesome. Alright, looks like we're still heading down. Yes, more down. Okay. Yeah, this one and the mirrors one are definitely puzzles. And actually, this one's really interesting because there's a whole kind of secondary puzzle you can do in here, where there's a deed, which pretty sure we must have done by now, where you collect these rare flowers, and they're in places that you can't get to just by going through the normal walking through area. So you have to pull different levers and do all sorts of crazy stuff. Oh, really? Just a few months ago, Athel updated the wiki. Hey. This is a flying thing. I need my drink. Not for you. Yeah, what was it missing?
Just, some of the lever information for alternate paths.
Oh, so there's levers that you can take for alternate paths and stuff, and in order to get to those flowers, for example. And apparently some of that was perhaps missing on the wiki, so B4 went and was doing some updates on that a couple months ago, because we were doing this on Treebeard, because Moria opened in January, right? Yeah, in January. January 5th is when we got Moria on Treebeard. And so that's when we started doing like all these instances and Legendary Moria and everything. All right, so here are these big stompers. And you want to not end up underneath them. So, for example, those. And they come, crashing down. So you don't want to end up underneath them because they will stun you and eventually, end you. Hey. Let me see if I can get to that chest. There we go. But at the same time, the big guy will, like, tap you and toss you across the room. So there is that too. Now we went through that pretty quickly. At one point he'll go and heal, and there's like a lever you can pull and it hits him with one of those big things. And that's nice to stop that too. cool. There's links in the chat if anybody's curious. So yes, so Deco de Miu, which is my mug here, my awesome little mug. I think you might still be able to get these from them. I got it from their website directly. And they are a website that is a complete database of all of the housing items that you can find in Lord of the Rings Online. I mean, that's amazing because there's a ton of those housing items. So, for example, when I go to look at that Leyden Butcher's table that you can get through legendary stuff, I can go and be like, okay, do I want one for every server? How many do I want? Oh, okay, right, so we're doing this. So this is another instance that you do as part of the storyline in Moria, but then that opens up as a repeatable instance that you can come back and do. So we are defending the Deep Way, and it's a skirmish. So you get your little skirmish soldier. So I've got my little archer out, who in elven fashion I have renamed to Archerendir. Archerendir. That one wasn't as terribly as creative, but I thought it was funny because, yeah. And then he told us to follow the ebb and flow of the battle. So yes, Athel's ally is now called the ebb and flow. Sometimes we rename our people just to be silly. Oh, you know what? I was still in endurance stance. I forgot about that. Oh no, we did that the other day when, I can't remember what we were doing, but I think we did that yesterday when you were doing something and I was doing something, and you were like, can you heal yourself? And I was like, yes. Oh, it was probably a warband. Because we've been going around and doing a lot of the stuff here on Anor. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to hit all of the legendary deeds that you can only do on legendary servers at higher level than what we can do on Treebeard. And I want to earn the legendary tokens so I can buy the tables and the stone trolls. And B4 has an interest in seeing how far in the storyline we can go. So we've been doing like a rush run through just the epic storyline to see how far we can get with that, because there are some legendary server deeds that require you to be, to finish certain parts of the storyline. So we've been working on that. Occasionally there'll be a deed where you need to get such and such reputation with a faction, like we just did with the Ents of Fangorn. That was a legendary server only deed, so we've got that accomplished. So there's things like that that we're working on here on Anor. North Barricade. Ooh, excuse me. Here, I'll go ahead and start running. Yeah, so we've gone ahead and that's what we're doing on Anor. Those are kind of like our multi-pronged attacks here, as it were. So we've been running around in various areas that have those roaming war bands. A little lag here. All right, hopefully you are attacking things well. Awesome, thank you. There we go. So, wait, why am I not in precision stance? Oh my goodness, I went and hit strength. I don't want that, I want back to my precision stance. There we go. Crazy. So yeah, so we've been running around where there's areas where there's war bands, and some of those areas, the war bands are like level 95, and we are currently level 98, 97. So, we're right in there. And if we hit something that's like a fellowship level or a raid, I think we hit a raid level 1, right? Or something. They have different difficulties, some of these war bands. So every so often we have to be like, okay, this isn't just a quick pew pew and we're done. It's like, this requires a little bit more strategy and survivability. There was one that was a larger one, I think like a full fellowship level 1. And I was like, oh, are we gonna try that? I don't know. And then she's like already attacking, and I'm like, I hadn't done any of my buffs or anything. I was like, uh-oh, hope this goes okay. And I think I died once, maybe twice. I mean, so in the end, we took it out, so it worked out. But it was just kind of funny. Like, we didn't both die at the same time. So that was the important thing, because that's annoying. Because then they reset, and you got to start all over, and you're like, oh, man, we just about had you, and then that's when you're, like, defeated. Oh, you got them? Okay, cool. There's these little banners you can pick up. So I've picked up, like, the colored ones you can pick up from the, like, those little tables here. Oh, I didn't catch where we going to. North Barricade, okay. All right, I'll meet you there. So anyway, they bestow upon you, like, these little banners. Go ahead and do that since I hadn't done that. And that you can use to give you a buff during the instance. So, enemies ahead. I'm unsurprised by this. Thankfully, there's a little dwarf archer here to defend the barricades while we're gone. So if you haven't done this one before, there's 3 waves at each location. So, the north and the south locations, I should say. So it's like, the enemies are moving against the north barricade. So there'll be 3 waves there. And then there'll be 1 wave at the central camp. And then there'll be 3 waves at, north or south, whichever. And then an attack back in the central camp. So you get used to that kind of ebb and flow of the battle. So I believe this is wave number 3. And then eventually you'll have it all comes to the center. You'll have a big attack on the center. And then once that is about to wind down, the big bad shows up. And you have to be careful because Broger here has no fear and will throw himself completely into battle. And some days his health... What's that? Oh, Priest of Vengeance? Okay. Cool. There was a Priestess of Vengeance which can reflect the damage off of one of the things that they choose. And we have a south barricade again. So most of these will have 2 encounters that happen during the instance. And there's, for each of these, there's usually like a list of, like a deed that you're working toward. Did I go too far? I wasn't actually paying attention where it is. Oh, there it is. Hello, Mad Croaker. And south barricade. Because, of course. Oh, we are south. Hey, that's convenient. As I run away. Okay, so we'll have 3 waves here. So cool. So B4 has put into the chat the Deco Demu website link, which is great. The person who runs it is French, and so the website, I think natively is in French, but they also do it in English. So what the link is there is to the English version of the site. But I think you can read it in French also. Let's see, and then yes, the Lotro Wiki, it is a fan organized and fan maintained. It's all volunteer. So if you see anything that needs to be updated there, feel free to just let one of the volunteers know. Or if you feel like you are capable of updating wikis, you're welcome to sign up to join the team. Basically, you just go on and make an account, and then you ask if you can. I think there's like a button or something you push to say, hey, I'd like to have edit privileges. And you start off being kind of like monitored, like, the changes you make will be watched to make sure you're like putting in accurate stuff and not like breaking the wiki and things like that. But after a while, after you've earned some trust, you are kind of like but to go just do it on your own, which is great because we'll see something and we'll be like, oh, hey, this says it's this, but it's really that. Let's go and fix, update the wiki. And it's nice because either one of us can just pop in there and make those edits now. It's really handy. Now, I will note that the wiki is, like I said, it's all volunteer done, right? And so there needs to be some Venn diagram, basically, of people who will go and update the wiki, and people who play the game, and are like at doing the things that you're looking for on the wiki. So, for example, the legendary Isengard information, I'm not sure that it is complete because there just aren't, if you think about it, like the live servers, as they're called, live servers, the regular servers, whatever, the servers that have, and so a lot of them have been around for a long time. Some of them have been around for like 15 years. And so you've got people who've played all of the content that's available, hundreds, thousands of times. Oops, I gotta get over and save Broger from himself. Whereas on the legendary servers, because they're newer and they have a smaller population because they're, you have to be a subscriber. So we don't have quite as much wiki editing that happens regarding the legendary servers. But we try to. Oh, Broger, hey. All right, let me see if I can get this guy's attention. All right, Broger's not dying. We're good. We've had that before where we lost Broger. That was disappointing. Oh, I didn't get all my banners down. Oh well. Oh, I forgot to loot the body. Let me do that. Hey, body. Nope, I'm not. Okay, cool. It was a glorious battle. I'm sure it was, bud. Oh, you were messing with my inventory earlier, and you had set aside some things that you thought I should move out of the way.
I have commands.
Okay, so let's take a look at that before I sort, because I'm about to auto-sort, and that will undo all the work that you have done. So, B4 is a much better steward of inventory than I am. So I appreciate his input on these things. So the problem I'm running into is that I am preparing also for moving my characters to other servers. And so I started by like filling up my shared storage with everything, which may not have been the best choice. So I may need to move some things out of shared storage and onto characters while I'm making these decisions. Everything in bag 4, okay.
Like should live in your personal storage.
Well, I've got 7 slots, so.
Yeah.
Now these can go here. Well, wait, I want to keep one set. I like to keep one set of the, because these over here, the, like the level, Atlas essences that you find, those have a different cooldown from the morale potions that you are given as Hobbit gifts and whatnot. So I like to keep one set of each, especially when we're running into stuff that's more on level. Now, I only have 4 of those. Oh, I'll keep that, and then, but we'll go ahead and sell this other one. I don't need. I hardly ever use blue potions.
I would say sort of the one that you're not going to activate.
We'll get rid of that.
The one you're not for.
What? No, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay.
And then, okay, so then I've got some maps. Map to a Numinous Ranger camp, and I'm going to give that to you to sell in the auction house because I'm not going to deal with it. Oh, Portrait of the Grey Company, though. Well, okay.
Yeah, that's one's over here.
Hang on. Yeah. Okay, so you're getting that, and I'll go ahead and give you that, and that. Okay, we'll just start with that for the moment. All right, so my Portrait of the Grey Company should probably, is it bound to me? It's not. Oh, well then it's a housing item, so we'll just throw it there. And then that's, oh wait, hey, is this statue bound to me? It is not. Okay, so it goes in there also. All right, and then you were saying these small reputation acceleration tomes. Go ahead and put those aside for now.
You never need them in your inventory if you want them access to storage.
Sure.
If you don't want them, they shouldn't be in.
Well, they're there as a reminder to use them or not. Or to say, hey, do you want to use these? And then, we do or we do not. Let's see, mark acquisition. Oh, I was using that because we were doing stuff. That's why it was in my inventory. Combat speed, run speed boost. What? Fine, we'll just throw that there for now. Tome of Extraordinary Experience. I was keeping that on because we were using those. And then, I think, the shoulders I was keeping because they're cool cosmetic. So let me put that over here for the moment. We'll deal with that later. And then that I don't need. And that I don't need. So what about this food? Why do I have this food? I have a lot of food here. What's going on there? That sounds great. Let's do that. I'm going to pass it over to Athel. Well, I can't get rid of the crams, but I can give you the other stuff.
The cram was just storage.
Well, or I should just use it. Right here, I'll just eat one right now.
You can use them, but if you're not planning to, you should just put them in storage.
Well, or toss them. Put them in storage or, drag them off to the side and they go away. Yeah, I got a little overexcited about, preparing. It's true. Yeah. I started gathering, and as it turns out, maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. That's okay. Oh, we're into a thing. Okay, let me follow you in, and then I'm going to work on my selling things in the store. There we go. Let's see. We're going to disenchant that. Nope. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. I want to keep that. Hang on a second. He's asking me questions. I don't know. I've got a screen full of stuff. Give me a minute and I will check. And keep that. And, okay, so everything else is going to go, right? Let me just double check. I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. All right, usually I sort and then I do that, but that's okay. All right, so let's sort these things, get them out of my face. Okay, what was the question?
Do you
Push back the first assault. I do. Yeah, sometimes we've noticed that things can go a little squirrely if somebody in the group talks to the person to start the adventure before everybody is there. We have run into that where, I wasn't loaded and they went ahead and started, and by the time I got in there, somehow it didn't count. And so we got all the way through the whole thing. I can't remember which one it was. But then we ended up having to go back and just redo it all because the whole thing didn't count for me. Yeah, it was really wild. Oh, I know what it was. It was the one where you're in Mirkwood. Yeah, Protectors of Thanglehod. It's the one where you're in Mirkwood and you've got the catapults there or whatever, not ballistas, and or ballistae, and you're shooting at the things that are coming. And there's 3 different locations they can come from, and you're shooting them with the ballista, or you can go down and just actually attack them. Which is what we tend to do now. Oh, there they are. And they made their way all the way here. Fascinating. That doesn't happen very often because usually we're standing there waiting for them to come out. Cool. You grabbing the banners? Oh, you already have that one? I'm guessing I will grab it. Yeah. We like putting the banners down at the end and just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Although, let's see, when I get one of the other ones. So there's those colored ones that you get, and they last longer. Let's see, how's that long last? Duration 3 minutes. And for example, that one places a 25-meter defense debuff centered on the banner. Or this one is a 25-meter damage buff. And then the Banner of the Unwearied King is a 25-meter power heal over time. So I like putting them all down like boom, boom, boom at the end, because you can put them down right away, right in quick sequence. But the other ones that you collect that just accumulate during the instance might only work for you. They might be character specific, and they have a shorter span, and they have a cooldown for how often you can lay them down. So I don't find them as cool. And today is all about keeping cool. And hopefully my laptop will stay cool. It's been, I don't know why, but even, this is not a new thing, that it seems to get hotter than our other laptop. We bought both of them at the same time. And yeah, one seems to get much hotter than the other. It's really interesting. So, I mean, obviously people use their equipment differently. So I'm thinking there might be, I don't know, some programs or something on my machine that are not on the other machine, but it's kind of weird. Northern Forge. So there's, for the forge. So in this instance, there are 3 forges. There's the east, west, and north. And hello, Ares. That's a much longer name than that. I'm gonna just stop there. Sorry. Anyway, in this instance, we are protecting these forges from these various invading forces that are coming in, like these worms or the goblins, or there's a pale trapper. Yeah, we got like little bugs in here today. I'm not sure where they're coming from. The fires of the Eastern Forge have died out. Use the bellows to rekindle them. So that's one of our encounters in here. So each one of these forges has like kind of a right side and a left side doorway, and that's where the invading forces are going to come breaking through. So that's what we're kind of keeping an eye on. And if they've done one side, usually they'll do the other side the next time they come around. And then that's the supervisor's platform, and he's up on top. So if we are looking from his perspective, then that's the North Forge, and then we've got an east and a west. But as it turns out, forces are coming up on the supervisor's platform. I think we have one more encounter still, so it is likely to be under, although sometimes they come from up here. Sometimes you'll get an encounter that comes from in the hallway down there. And again, this is another encounter instance where we have been here during like the regular part of the game, like during the playthrough. So this should be a familiar place, but now it's like unlockable in terms of you can go and redo it over and over again, which is nice. We just kited that guy. It was pretty awesome. Slothkill's another one where you've got to keep an eye on that guy. Yeah, see, look, my little banner went away already. That is so short-lived. You put those banners down already? Nice. Look at that. Oh, it does say push back the final assault. Priest of Vengeance will put a thing on somebody else, and so when you attack them, they reflect on you, which, yes, we are our own worst enemies when that comes around. All right, we'll put these down so we have all sorts of fun banners going. There we go. So if you care, if it had, you know, if you get them down in order, sometimes you can get this like rainbow effect going on, which is fun. Okay. Oh, the fires of the Northern Forge have died out. Use the bellows to rekindle them. And now he has a ring on, so the final assault is going to happen, but not until after we talk to him. So that's nice because it gives us the moment to go and deal with this other event. So you'll see we have the big bellows there that we clicked on. And oh look, Shadowheart has appeared out of the flames. Shadowheart has been defeated from the flames. Farothan says, hey there, don't use all the streaming bandwidth. B4 needs at least 2 hours later. Indeed. Oh, we gotta talk to Stothkel here. Alright, Stothkel. I do not like this. Can you hear the rumbling beyond the entrance hall? Follow me! So he's gonna run out here, and we are going to encounter a big troll. I wonder if our banners will last. They're still going. Whoosh. Do I have one? Oh, I've got 2 of these other ones. 2 of the personal ones. Yeah, I think they are personal because I don't see it on your screen. The one that I put down right here. Yeah? Interesting. A crash of stone. There he is. Oh, fun thing about this guy, Harna, is if you stand in just the right place, he'll knock you up, and there's a couple of, like, ridges, like little platforms that you can end up on. I wonder if I can get, let me see if I can come around this side of him. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't end up on top. There's some place up there you can end up, yeah, you can end up standing on these things, which is really funny. He has a knockback effect, as you can tell. Okay. There's little else for you to do here now. Okay, bye. Farothan says, I got through Moria just a few weeks ago. It's still amazing what they created. No kidding, right? After so many years and 3 playthroughs, it's a remarkable place still today. Yeah. It's interesting because, I mean, it's very 3-dimensional, right? There's a lot of going ups and going downs and going around corners, like when we were doing the mirror halls and doing the waterworks. There's a lot of like levels and intricacy that somebody who thinks in 3D obviously was able to do, you know, some pretty great jobs of putting that stuff together.
Victory is ours this day.
Victory is ours this day. Rukazad. Yeah, right? Sometimes I wish there was a 3D map, says Farothan. Yeah, I know, right? Oh my gosh. I wish there was a way to easily do maps in 3D on, you know, like in a wiki or something, because you can have like, you know, single layers, right? But it doesn't capture it the same way. Especially for people like me who I don't necessarily think in that way. I don't automatically think in a 3D way of moving about. I'm definitely like 2-dimensional maps. I love 2-dimensional maps. But 3D is not my first way of braining. You don't want to do it. So I do appreciate though when people put together maps. Like before I put together a really good map of, what's the one that has the different places where you have to go to like 22 different locations in there? From Top to Bottom is the name of the deed. And it's a dungeon space where basically you walk out one door and you come out somewhere else. And, uh-oh, what do I have? Oh, I have a Wretched Falconer. That's what's going on. I saw something was being absorbed. Although apparently you can just, if you have enough DPS, you can just blaze through that guy. Because he absorbs most of it, but not all of it. I mean, yeah. So we were doing this with somebody who's like a level 130, and they were just like, boo, 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 and he was down. I was like, okay, that's one way to do it. It was awesome. Because you'll notice I'm still getting through to him, like 14, 19, 130. Yeah. So I could slowly take him down. It's a silly way to do it, but. Yeah, so that before I put together the maps for, there you go, from top to bottom. And that's really, yeah, helpful for figuring out how to, oh wait, hang on, we got a smell of sulfur and mutterings, the black speech till the goblins trying to open the vault. All right, so we gotta go to the vault. Now we are in the 21st hall, so things are located where they're normally located. So the vault area is over here where you turn, And you've got the auction house over there and the vault here. And here's where they are trying to blow a hole in so they can steal stuff. Maybe they needed healthcare. That's a burn on the U.S. Also, this guy is taking forever. He's 3. There we go. I have to extinguish their fire pot. Okay. Done. Complete. Have another drink. My Archendeer is stuck on something. Hey, lady. We're gonna dismiss you and bring you back over here. There we go. Okay, so that was wave number 1. Wave number 2 comes from over here. So there's that ramp over here and these rocks kind of in the middle of the ground. So this is the direction you want to go for wave number 2. See if I can pick up a banner or 2. A goblin sapper is headed for the barricades. Stop it before it can destroy them. Okay. So they appear, all of them, all the bad guys appear over there. So with enough DPS, you just burn them down before they get far at all. So that's what we tend to do, is our groups tend to like stand kind of close to that area and get the aggro. And so they don't actually get very far. The only thing you can't get aggro on, excuse me, is the goblin sapper. You have to actually take it out. Because he'll just keep walking. You can keep hitting him, but he'll just keep walking. See, like that guy, he's just walking through the flames. He's like, I don't care. I got a job. Oh, there's a priestess of flame there. Cool, we got her. The priestess of, there's a couple of them you gotta kind of keep an eye on. Priestess of flame isn't too bad, but, oh, it's the one, there's the ice shards that splinter out into a bunch of different ice. That one's, you gotta keep an eye on. The ones that give somebody else reflect, you gotta really watch out for that, because you'll take yourself out with no time for that guy. And the keg masters, let's see, to the west. West would be this way. The keg master, what he'll do is he'll throw like a keg of explosives near you, and then you have to make sure that doesn't blow up near you, because that will happen, and that's bad. Ah, Farathon says, oh wow, great work. I hated this instance because of the layout. Thanks for the link. Yeah, we're happy to share hard work that's already been done with others, because, yeah, save you the trouble, right? Yeah. Yeah, we did do it. We did it a couple of times, and before it was like, okay, I need a better map. I need to be able to figure this out better. So he was like, he started tracking it, and he started diagramming it out, and like did all the stuff. And then it was like, well, might as well put that on the wiki. So that's kind of how a lot of our progress has been. Like, we do tools for ourselves, and then eventually we started making little edits on the wiki of various things, and then it was like, well, why don't we just share this with? Why don't we put this on the wiki? And so a lot of our stuff has just ended up on the wiki over time because of our interests. I mean, that's kind of how it turns out, right? Like, okay, hang on. We've got a horrible screeching. Oh yeah, it's right over here. When the Rohan housing came out, I was hugely interested in that. And, because that's the first first premium housing that had come out in the time that I had been playing. Like, Belfast was already out before I started playing. So so when Rohan came out, I was pretty excited about that. And we spent a lot of time, like, I rode around to all the houses, and I did like a video preview of it, and we discovered that really we wanted to like map out all of the different places that you could put yard items, all the decoration hooks in the yard. And so we went around and, like, he'd draw it on a map and I'd mark it with, I'd put something in that spot. So it was like, okay, we knew we had done that one. And then we go and do the next one. And so we bought like, I don't know, 25 of those poles and just were plopping them down in each of the spots as we did it. And then afterwards, pick them all up, go to the next house, right, and do it again. So, so we made those maps. Now, funny thing is they have changed. SSG went and changed. So there's no longer, like, there's a couple of yard hooks that don't have the same name anymore. So we have to go back and update those maps at some point, but we haven't. So they are slightly outdated, but they're still pretty cool. So if you're ever like, hey, I want to buy a Rohan house, I wonder where the housing hooks are on this on the outside, you know, it's all there. Okay, northern end of the northern hallway. So we're here in this kind of center space at the Tomb of Azerbal. it's not a tomb, but the library. But it is the place where, like, we cannot get out. It's that one. So if you go to the north, there's some barricades, and if you go out to the south, there's some barricades. And so this is the northern hall barricade, north end. There's also the northern hall barricade, south end. And that's where we are defending right now, is the north and the south. And they do come in waves. Like, they'll do one, they don't do both directions at the same time, which is nice. Ah, south end of the northern hallway. Boo. Yeah, sure, I'll give it a try. I'm gonna run over there by myself. Maybe I'll put some oils on. Are we both active on the Lotro Wiki? We are. We are both active on the Lotro Wiki. Well, depends on what you mean active. Like, we go in spurts. If we see something small, a lot of times we'll just take a quick moment and fix it. And before is a lot faster of a typer and stuff than I am. So there'll definitely be times when I'm like, hey, here's what needs to be updated. Can you just pop in there and do it? And I feed the information over to him to do. And that's a little bit easier. Wow, I'm not getting their attention. Hey, you guys. I don't have a lot of AoEs. They are attacking this barricade. No, don't attack this barricade. Hey, look at me. Attack me instead. Don't attack the barricade. Barricade, what'd that barricade ever do to you? Hey, Peisha, let's not talk about deeds, okay? That's one of our favorite things. We love deeds. Alright, almost got him. And we should have one more standing out here. Because I ran all the way around, it took a little bit extra time, so they had extra time to make their way to the barricades here. So sad. But luckily we're okay, because the actual objective here is Willie has to survive the assault. He's not here. He's in the middle. So we're not too worried about him. Yet. There we go. Now we can get a better handle on these guys. This should go a lot faster. And then they've come from another direction. So we'll get these guys too. Awesome. All right, north end of the northern hallway. I think there's normally 4 waves, so this should be the last one. So I'm going to start heading back. Before says, just made some edits a few days ago about where you can get the cosmetic look of the Tattered robe of the Dunlon Sage. Yeah, that is a really nice robe. It's one of my favorite landscape cosmetics in the game. I have picked it up numerous times. Oh, did I go too far? I think I went too far. I did go too far. Oops. I'll just follow this guy. He knows where he's going. We'll pick up my archer on the way because she got stuck on a wall. They do that. So these little colored banners that we were talking about, you can only have one of a type in your inventory at once. So notice how there's 2 pink ones over there. So I can't have, well, I guess I couldn't have either of them because I had a red one, which might have been the same as the pink one. There you go. So there we are. So now, aha, okay, so she's got it. So she's going to be able, so if you put one down, you can pick it up again. Blinding light. It is a nice robe. It dyes up really well, and it's got a lot of nice, good colors to it. Yeah, it's true. We'll take a look here at Athel here in a minute, because Athel is wearing it. So you can pick it up from landscape. You can pick it, like, there's a handful of different ways you can acquire this robe. And I had noted that at some point in the past when I was trying to acquire it myself. And so I had added some stuff to the wiki, and then we discovered that the version that you can buy out of Lalia's Market wasn't listed, and there were a couple other of connecting it back to the other versions of it, you know, because we want to make sure we cross-post those. So yeah, so before was going in there and getting that all tidied up. So that's where it's handy, because like I can do some stuff, but then maybe I don't know how to do everything because I'm not a computer programmer. So there you go. It says this is the robe, and by default, I think it's black. I think black is the original color. Oop. Yeah, just turn around a little bit. But see, here it's been dyed rose colored. And I really like the little intricate, you know, details in the robe. So it has, oops, you just disappeared. Okay, well, never mind. So we're done looking at her robe for now. All right, hang on, let me move my thing again. That was funny. So yeah, so it's got like the front lapels that are like kind of a white and black mix, and then the front section and it widens out, and that's also a black, but then the rest of it is what's dyeable. So yeah, you've got see the sides and the back there. Here, go ahead and turn around, because that was really dark in the entryway. There you go. So now you can see the front section here is dyeable, the sleeves, and then the whole sides, and then the pants that are underneath it. Those are all part of the dye job, which is really cool. And then she went ahead and dyed her hat also the same color, so it's kind of got this nice look. Yes, very easy to find your character against a green or brown landscape, unless I'm like really tall and somehow missing you, because that happens sometimes. It's really funny. I'm like, I'll be like this, and I'm like, I can't find you. Where are you? Like, right here, right here. It's kind of funny. All right. So when we go into these, you'll notice that it says Legendary Moria, you know, Aregion, Library at Thamerdan. So the fact that it has that Legendary Moria at the beginning is what I'm pretty sure indicates that it is going to count towards my Legendary Moria Vanquishing the Deep. So so that's the quest that you pick up, or that auto-bestowed when you walk in. So if there's ever a time when you like go into an instance and you don't see that, you'll want to keep an eye on that and see if, because there's one or two instances where it doesn't seem to show up, but you still get credit. But most of them, you should have that. Do I need to do books? I probably don't, huh? Well, I'll just do them since I'm here. Did she come back? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. We're thinking maybe not worry about the deeds, but then again, like, if I can pick up all the books on the way through, I might as well. I didn't do the ones on the side rooms back there. It is legendary item experience, and I am working on that legendary item track because I want to get to the Hobbit dance emote, which is level 50 on the tracker. So, you know, picking up the books is good, because each one of these little baubles is going to give me stuff. So here, let me show you. So collect books in Damirdan. See there, it's going to give me legendary item experience. So, and that counts towards that legendary item tracker, which is nice. So Egg Arthur said, okay, you just did Kanemari's seed quest to see if the Fateful Tool Kit gave you a token bonus. You got a black horn with honeycomb. I mean, that's the best result. Were you also wearing a horseshoe? Like, nicely done, congratulations. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Just wear the Fateful Tool Kit all the time. I wish there was a way to buy more of those. I would be very, very tempted. But I don't think you can buy the expansion a second time because since it goes directly to your account now. So I already have it. That'd be an expensive way to get that. Yeah. Ah, cool. I just did some of the Pale Folk. A deed, indeed. How fateful, says before. Oh, that's awesome, though. So wait, is it the yard item or is it the did you get the yard item or the cosmetic pet that follows you around? Oh, hey, yay! I'm a librarian. I found the Frail volume. The yard item. Oh, so I was going to mention earlier. Okay, so I have those on Evernight, and what we did is I have a house in the Breland housing, and so you've got like that little fence at the front of your yard, and I put them all like along the front of my grounds, and they're big enough that even though they're centered like in my yard, but the roots come out, and so the roots come out into the road out front of my house. So it's great because you've got like my house and then the Fangorn trees and then like the yard, the road, and so it looks like they're like walking out. It looks like they're very active, like actively doing that. It's a really cool look. So I'm definitely looking forward to when we get them on Treebeard someday. Well, Egg Arthur, you're just gonna have to go and do like, you know, one of the other 2 seeds to find out. Although you could just do the 5 quest thing, because anything that has the box that he gives you would be how we want to test it, right? So I was grabbing one of those book thingies. Oopsie. Yeah, but I was just saying, like, you could do the, you know, questing north, questing south, whatever those things are called. Because those give you boxes of leaves also. Not by we went twice. Some give a random number and the seed quests are fixed. Oh, yeah, although I did notice other things where, it seemed like oh boy, it's been a while since I've checked, but I thought it said in my general output something along the lines of, you know, you've acquired this and then you've also acquired that. Like, you know, you've acquired 10 tokens, you've acquired 2. Or does it just say 12 straight out? I'm trying to remember. Right? You would think we would remember these things and then we forget. That could be it. That's gonna be what I'm thinking of is like when you get the virtue experience, when you're getting bonus virtue experience, it'll say like you've acquired 50, you've acquired 5. Like it gives you the bonus separately. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, Egg Arthur's saying the toolkit bonus isn't shown separately. Yeah, I must be thinking of virtue experience then. Never mind. Oops, we're heading down? Okay. Well, I still need 4 more books, and I think they're from the back of the beginning. So when we're done here, I'm gonna go back. If I can remember how to get there. Was it east? Okay, thanks. It looks like we are doing the, oh, nice. Did we get the, oh, is it count? There's a, what's the word, like a quest. If you don't defeat the guy, the challenge quest. Are we still in combat? What are we in combat with? Hey, silly birds. Well, now I did it. All right. So, do you want to go with me to the, find those? Okay, cool. All right, you said it's to the east. So that would be this way. Okay. Might as well go get my legendary experience. I mean, why not? There's just those pale dudes that are there in the way of my books. And I know I can still probably do it because it says I'm at 8 out of 4. Wait, why are they? Uh-oh, where's the books? I thought they were here. Yeah, right? I wonder if they went away when I fought the boss. I'll try that in a second here. Oh, and then I just leveled up. Nice. That's funny. Oh, I'm level 99. Let's see. Now I've got a gate. I wonder if the books went away. Or they were somewhere else. Oh, well. I thought I saw them on the side, though, so maybe they did go away when we fought the boss. That's okay. All right, so let's see. What does that say? Oh, encounter travel. Nope, I'm not going back. Not going back, man. I'm done. Now, sometimes when we're doing the Moria stuff, we'll grab these instance cluster quests. This one is Forges of Khazad-dûm. Are we doing the Forges of Khazad-dûm? Anyway, when you're doing instances in Moria, you'll want to come over and check with these instance cluster guys, because sometimes they'll have something which gives you, you know, bonus, whatever, for things that you're probably already doing. So they're worth checking in with. I don't think we're doing any of those, though, right? Okay. The school at Damirdan. Wait, didn't we just do the school? Oh, we did the library. They're so similar. Schools, libraries, they're full of books and people learning. So, you know, they seem similar. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oops. Like, I feel like a skill is missing. What would I be missing here? Maybe I had hope tokens there. That's possible. All right, let's see. Oh, hey, I could do that because you're right next to me. Oh, goodness, it's already almost like quarter past. Time flies. So I will be wrapping up in about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. And before we'll be getting started with doing his show, which is called Plugging Along, where he goes over Lotro plugins. So he'll talk about various plugins while he is doing plugin development on screen. So that's pretty cool. Hello, let's take you out. There we go, and there is some examples of plugins that various people on the stream team find useful. There's definitely a lot of crossover between like one person and another. Like we both use Titan Bar. Man, when there's times when I don't have it on, I'm like, oh, I miss it so bad. I'm so used to having it. Oh, you're doing those now. I just need to, let's see, get Lilligad the Blade. Is that a person? Let me find out. Leads the forces of Dunlon. Okay, so there must be a humanoid. I'll do a search. Oops, I probably should do a search while I'm not following you. I do not see this person's name listed. Interesting. Okay. Well, I bet we encounter them at some point. Yeah? Okay. Maybe because they're not by default. Oh, yeah. Because we have to engage in order to start that combat. Sorry, I engaged some other combat. I sometimes forget that we don't have to clear this whole courtyard. And I try. He said my blood boils over. I know, right? It's because it's so hot. You should go get an ice drink and go sit in the shade. Maybe lie down. You'll feel better, hopefully. Put an ice cold washcloth on the back of your neck. Yay! I have more followers than you can imagine. For a second, I thought that said I have more followers than you in game. And I'm like, wow, that's very meta. What just happened there? Dang it. Sorry. I started combat. Hunter's gotta hunt, you know. I didn't mean to. Alright, let me just follow you and I'll stop shooting things. Capo says, thanks for sharing all this high level content. Hey, when you're coming from Treebeard, man, this is high level stuff. I like being able to go back and show off some of the stuff from earlier levels. The way I look at it is the people who put this game together, like, they worked hard on a lot of this stuff. And when we were there at those levels, right, you enjoyed it, hopefully. Or maybe you can look back at it now and have a new appreciation for it. Man, I am, like, not doing well here. Let's, like, stop getting hit. There we go. That's better.
Anyway, it's a level 98 instance.
It is a level 98 instance, okay, because it scales.
Yeah.
But we got this out of the Moria cluster. Alright, I assume we're not going to try and do the Yopper. Oh man. Where is... Oh. I just realized one of my skills. So my skill bar is set up slightly different here than it is on Treebeard, and you know, I've adapted to the way I have it on Treebeard, so I like it better that way, but I can't quite... I'd have to take screenshots, and I haven't done that, in order to go and fix what I've got in one place and not the other one. And so I'm just keep playing, but it throws me off sometimes. I'm like, something's not right. I probably should just get... Well, part of it is because, like, I have Elven stuff here that I don't have on my Hobbit over on Treebeard, so of course it's going to be different. Alright. We can finish this guy off. Because, let's see. Yeah, like the power of the Eldar, that's an elf thing. So that's different. Can you notice? No. Sylvan Shadows, I should have that too. You are defeated, my dear. Thanks. Good luck, he says. Am I fighting you at range? I don't mean to be. Apparently I am. He does a big hit on range. Alright, well, I'm not surviving this. Okay. Whoops. Okay. I'm just gonna stay right here while Athel makes their way back. We'll do this room again. Thank you. I wasn't at full health when combat started, so that was part of the problem too. I would say that wasn't necessarily my fault. Like, I was not prepared for combat. I was not ready. Oh, I'm missing some food, though. I'm missing cooked food. I may have given it all to you. The cooked food. I may have given you all the cooked food. Yeah. So that's funny. All right, so we'll finish up this school. Was it Neeps and Tildes or whatever? Oh no, I have those. I don't know. It's a cooked food though. I mean, don't worry about it. I have Daleman's crams. Bjorn's honey cakes. Okay, it's not showing up there. Oh, it was the vegetable pot pie. But is this better? Yeah, it's about the same. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. This should go better. It's better when I don't start at 2/3 health, I think. That was less than ideal, as you could tell. You know, sometimes you just gotta make it harder on yourself, right? Give yourself a challenge. Going what? Oh yeah, gotta be in melee range of the boss. Otherwise he does that big hit on me. Not a fan. As you can tell. Okay, so you got 11 leaves from Lemista's memory, so the toolkit is working. Yay! That is good news, because that was something that I really enjoyed, getting all of the goodies from there. So I'm glad that it might take a little less time to do that with the Fateful Tool Kit. So if people aren't sure what we're talking about, there's a revenge. There's a toolkit that when you bought Fate of Gundabad, there was a toolkit that you could get. So not like, you know, this 3-in-1 toolkit that you can make, but like the universal toolkit. So there was a universal toolkit that you could get, and it's called the Fateful Tool Kit, and it gives you bonus bonus landscape tokens for barterable tokens that go into your wallet. Like it has to fit all of those categories, but it's most things. So when you're doing festival, it counts. So Fangorn leaves, that's what we were just checking. When I'm getting Lothlorien leaves, it counts for those. Like all those various things that where somebody gives you tokens for some reason or another, you get a bonus. What is it? A bonus 10%? I think it is. Or is it 20%? Because if you get 10, you get 12? What's the bonus? 10%?
Yeah.
So if you get 10, you get 11?
But it rounds up.
It rounds up. Yeah, but it rounds up. Okay, yeah, but that's true. That rounds up. Right, because you got 11. So 10 gets 11. So if you get 1, you get 2, because it rounds up. If you get 2, you get 3, because it rounds up. Which is really funny. So yeah, if you get 10, you get 11. Thanks, Egg Arthur. Also 10% rounding up. Yeah, but it's really nice, especially when you're trying to get a lot of tokens. So that is pretty handy. All right, so how are you feeling about getting started? Are you about 5 minutes away? Cool. Then we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up on my show. And I'm going to make sure that I move the fan from pointing on me to pointing at my computer, and then we'll move the fan that's pointing at my computer to pointing at the streamer. So we're going to do a little behind the scenes magic in between our two shows here. But if you have anything last minute that you want to talk about, pop that into the chat. Oh, I forgot to mention that there is, go ahead and start your timer whenever you're ready. There is I think it's the Boogan Treasure event is coming up. Let's see, did I put it? I don't think I put it on this character. I probably should. Hang on a second, I'll do that while y'all are here. So basically what I like to do is on my, in my character under their biographies, I put the Lotro event schedule. So let's put that there. Lotro, calendar, events, keep going. And let's snag that, copy. We're gonna edit this. Yes, that's my name. My name is Sindarin for apt to laugh. Okay, so we're gonna save that. So now my biography has the information. Oh, 29 raiders from the Green-Eyed Gamer. Oh, that's very sweet. That's a nice turn of events. Thank you so much. Leave your mouse, sir. Megavonen. Megavonen to you. Yes, I am actually playing an elf today, which is unusual for me. I am often playing a Hobbit on Heart of a Hobbit. I know, shocker. But we are on Anor and trying to catch up on a bunch of legendary stuff before Anor goes to sleep, before Anor closes in a month, a little over a month, end of August. So we have a little bit of time. So we're trying to do that. So my main character on Anor was an elf, so we are playing an elf for a little while. Hi, Green-Eyed Gamer. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. That's very kind of you. I am getting close to wrapping up. However, B4 is getting ready to start up here in a few minutes, and we'll be doing his show, Plugging Along, where he talks about Lotro plugins and actually does some plugin development on screen. So you are able to stick around for quality Lotro content. But, oh yeah, so I was checking on the Boogan event. Yes, Thursday, this is Tuesday, so that is Thursday. So Thursday we have the, in Lotro we have the Treasure Boogan event that is starting, and that runs basically over a long weekend. So I know, right? You just missed me. I've started starting on the half hour, and that gives us kind of an hour of squishy between us, because sometimes I go over and then he can start later, or sometimes I don't go over and then he can start earlier, and so it works out for us. Oh, I forgot to check if Caladrea, if completionist questing with Caladrea might be on today after B4. So she's one of our new streamers. Okay. Cool. She's one of our new streamers, and she is doing a completionist character, Caladrea, and so it's completionist questing with Caladrea, I think it is. Anyway, hopefully she'll be on after B4. She was sick last week, so was not able to be on. But hopefully she's on today. Okay, so we're gonna do the whole behind the scenes magic here in just a moment. And then let's see, I was just double checking the calendar. So Treasure Boogan event, and then Hobnanigans, first weekend of August, and then Farmer's Fair comes in right after that. So let's just check to see if he has a timer going. He does. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and log off from here, y'all. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all staying cool today. Like I said, we've got fans going. We've got like all the curtains closed. We've been doing all sorts of good stuff. And unfortunately the kitty ran off because she said that was too much activity. But hopefully she'll be back for another round of Heart of the Hobbit next week. So, all right. Take care, everybody. Stay in touch with that Hobbit side of your heart. Take care of each other, and definitely try to stay cool today. All right. Take care. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.